guys, we're going to be discussing 3 questions, 3 sentences in this video. What do these questions test? They primarily test on the usage of the word being. What is being? Being is a verb that we use to indicate something that in the continuous or the progressive tense. What does it mean when we say we are using it to indicate something in the progressive tense? We mean that it's happening right now. So being is usually used to talk about temporary events that are happening or just finish happening for a period of time. So it's not always true. It's just an event that's happening for a particular period of time. Then you use the word being. Just like you use running, walking, talking and other ing ending constructions, use the being verb as well to talk about a verb in the progressive or the continuous tense. Common mistakes that people make, what you should not be doing with the word being. One common mistake I've seen is people use being to mean because, which is incorrect. Don't use being to mean because. You cannot, for example, say, being that he is smart, he will be able to understand these rules quickly. You're trying to say because he is smart, which is not the right usage of the word being. It's not a temporary action. Similarly, don't use being when you're talking about something permanent, right? It is by nature temporary. So you can't even say being smart, he will understand this discussion. Because you're trying to use being to introduce the adjective smart. But what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say he's right now acting smart or he is always a smart person? If you're trying to say that he is always a smart person, then saying being smart is an incorrect construction. If you're talking about a normally dumb person who in a particular scenario is acting smart, then you can say you being smart right now when you are doing this, right? So being is used to introduce a temporary state. It's not used to indicate anything permanent. So if you're using being to mean because, if you're using being to introduce a permanent adjective, those would be incorrect uses. Our sentences today are going to try and establish this rule. We'll see both correct and incorrect uses of the word being. Another rule that you would probably need to know in order to answer these questions would be the use of modifiers. A phrase that gives you an additional description about a particular word is a modifier. And what is the rule that governs modifier? You have to put that modifier phrase right next to the word that it's referencing. It has to be physically next to the word that it's adding a description for. That's the rule when it comes to a modifier phrase. Alright, these are the rules we'll most likely use. We might come across a couple of other rules as well as we run through these questions. Let's start with the discussion. Question 1. This might be a good time for you to pause the video in case you have not seen this question before. If you have, we're going to run through our various steps of answering our questions, and you know what the first step is. Make sure you understand the meaning that you're trying to convey in the sentence. What are we talking about in the sentence? We're talking about the cougar and we're saying that it's a predator. And what else do we know about it? It likes habitats that have thick underbrush and have rocky areas. Why does it like these habitats? Because it makes it convenient for stalking the prey. So this is the information that the sentence is trying to convey, and we need to make sure once we figure out what the right answer is, we need to fit it in with the overall sentence and see whether the underlined part makes sense. So always start by understanding the meaning of the sentence and not just the underlined part. Alright, what's our next step? In the next step, we try and decide what's happening in our answer options, what's being tested, what are the differences across your options. So look at all your answer options simultaneously, vertically scan through the options looking for differences. What differences do we see in this particular sentence? We see that there is a difference in how the fact that the cougar is a predator is introduced in the sentence. We have is being a predator, is a predator, being, it being as a predator. So there's a difference in how that part of the sentence is being introduced. Another difference that we have across our answer options is how your answer options are ending. 3 of your options have habitats with or habitats are with, and then you have 2 options that use the verb having. So do I use having or do I use with? Do I use a being? Do I not use a being? Do I use an is or do I use as to say that it's a predator? These are probably the differences that you would want to start off with. Then you can use these differences, if necessary, other differences across your options to finalize your answer. And finalizing our answer is the next step in the process. So step 3, we're going to take it one difference at a time. We're going to run through the questions. We're going to do the process of elimination. So we have our sentence. All right. Now, that the cougar is a predator. Is that a fact or is it temporarily being a predator? What are we saying here? It's a fact. It's not temporarily or occasionally a predator under certain circumstances, which means being used when you're talking about something temporary, which means you will not use the word being here. So when you say the cougar being a predator, it being a predator, the cougar is being a predator when none of these answer options make sense, and you can go ahead and eliminate these 3 options. If you look at A, it also says the cougar is being a predator when it prefers habitats, and the meaning of the answer options is essentially at those times when it prefers these habitats, it's being a predator. What is it then the other times, the rest of the time? That's the meaning you're conveying in A, and it doesn't make any sense, right? So we can go ahead, eliminate those options. We will use being only when we're talking about temporary events, not when we're talking about facts, right? So those 3 options are out. We're down to B and E. Let's read the options now because we're down to just 2 options. Let's see what those options mean. B says, the cougar is a predator that prefers habitats with dense underbrush and rocky areas. Seems to make sense. D. As a predator, the cougar prefers it when habitats are with underbrush and rocky areas. So, seems to make sense as well. If you look a little carefully, E says, the cougar prefers it when. What is this it? What is this it referencing? You need to use a pronoun only if you're pointing to a particular noun. And what is the noun is this it referencing? There is no word for it to reference, and that therefore does not make sense. What is this it is not clear. That was also a problem. To some extent in D, at least the it was clear. It being a predator, the cougar. It is referring to the cougar. Cougar, it prefers. This is another problem. Why would you put the cougar and it prefers right next to each other? It's not pointing at anything. In E, the predator, as a predator, the cougar prefers it. What is this? It is not clear. This does not make sense. So you can eliminate E. In the final analysis, the right answer would be B. Question 2. Let's look at the question. If you've not seen this question before, good time to pause the video. Otherwise, let's start with the process of elimination. Our first step before we get into the elimination is to understand the sentence. What are we talking about in the sentence? We are talking about the people and the media expressing a lot of protests for a particular policy. There's a lot of backlash. And amidst all of this backlash, amidst all this criticism that the government is getting for its discrimination, the policy is still getting implemented. So there is some kind of a policy that is being criticized by pretty much everybody, but the government is still going ahead with the implementation of the policy. This is your sentence. Alright, let's look at our answer options. Vertically scan them, look for differences. Looking at all your answer options, what are the differences that we see? Clearly, how the answer option begins is a difference. Some of the options are starting with the new policy, some with the government, some with the implementation. What other difference is there? How the verb implemented is being written in the sentence also seems to be a difference. We are sometimes saying being implemented, has now been implementing, is being. So do we use the have verb or not? Do we use the have or is? What should I use? Right? Do I use the being or not? All of these are the questions surrounding the construction of the verb. So how the answer option has to begin and what is the verb construction seems to be the main issue at discussion in this sentence. So let's do the process of elimination. So get the entire sentence. Let's take it one rule at a time and let's see how we can eliminate answer options. Now if I look at the sentence, what are we saying? We're saying amid widespread backlash from the public and media and criticisms of discrimination in some of its finer details. Whose finer details are we talking about? It's not the details of the government. It's the details of this policy that is being questioned by the public and the media. So the its finer details modifier rule has to be followed by whose final details or what's final details. Finer details are we talking about should be the question that you ask here. Right? What's finer details? What are we referencing? The reference therefore cannot be to the government. This does not make any sense. The modifier has to be placed next to the word it's referencing. Very likely it's the new policy that we are talking about. That seems to make a lot of sense. But perhaps it could also be the details within the implementation of the policy. So I'm not necessarily eliminating the construction in B and D. That's a maybe. Saying policy is definitely better. But for sure saying government is incorrect. So the modifier has to reference the word next to it. C is out. Looking at my remaining answer options. Okay. What is our difference here? Our difference is in how your verb is being written. We have being implemented, is undertaken, being undertaken, and had been implemented. Now we've used the word now. Had been implemented now does not make sense because the now is in the present tense and had been implemented is in the past. That does not make sense. Are you saying the policy has already been implemented? Are we doing the implementation now? You read E, the meaning is not clear and E is definitely incorrect. The other constructions, should I use a being or should I not use a being? All your answer options use the word now somewhere. And we are saying amid widespread backlash from the public. So while there is backlash from the public, which means is this a permanent long-term action or is it something happening for a temporary period of time? It is something that is happening for a temporary period of time, which means using the construction being is perfectly fine in this particular sentence. You will use a simple construction, is undertaken. Any simple tense you use will invariably be to state a fact, especially the present tense. And the present tense is what you're using in B. You're not stating a fact, you're stating something that is happening for a very short-term period of time, which means B is eliminated as well. Both B and E I'm eliminating for the tense. It's not a simple tense. It should not be a past action as well. It's a temporary thing happening now. Which means my final shortlist would be A and D, both of which are using the being construction to indicate that it's a temporary event happening now. Read your options. The new policy is being implemented now by the government. The implementation is being undertaken now of the new policy by the government. Of the new policy is within commas, which makes it a modifier, which means it's not part of your base sentence. Which means if you bracket and remove it off, your base sentence simply reads, the implementation is being undertaken now by the government. Whose implementation, what is still not clear in the sentence. And as I said, it's finer details. It makes a lot better sense when it refers to the policy. This is important information. It should not have been separated by commas. Use commas only if you're separating unimportant information from the rest of the sentence, which means you can eliminate D. In our final analysis, the right answer would be A. Question 3. Let's have a quick look at the question and then we can get started with the discussion. Let's understand the meaning of the sentence. Sentence is very straightforward. What are we trying to say? The tabloids are busy reporting Sanchez's wedding and there's a lot of fanfare behind the reporting. And why are we doing that? Because Sanchez is a popular actor. That's pretty much it. There's not much to the sentence. It's not a difficult to understand sentence, but always take the time to make sure you understand it irrespective of how easy or difficult the sentence is. Then you go to the answer options and you start looking at your answer options, trying to see if you can find any differences across your options. So here are your answer options. What differences do we see? Straight off we see how the options are starting is a difference. Some of the options are saying being, some of the options are saying since, and some of the options are saying because. That's definitely one difference. Another difference across your options, where is with much fanfare? The placement of this modifier seems to be in different places across your different answer options. So that's another difference to watch out for. Is there any other difference? The construction of the verb reported. Are we saying being reported, are reporting, report, has been reported? We seem to be using 4 different constructions in the verbs. So we'll start with the other differences and then when as and when we can, we'll apply these differences to shortlist our answer options. So that's our final step. We're going to look at shortlisting our answer options one rule at a time. Now, we discussed this at the beginning of this video as well. When you're using being, use it to indicate a temporary event. You do not use being when you want to say because. And because is what you're trying to say here. We are trying to say because Sanchez is a popular actor, his wedding is getting reported, he's getting a lot of attention. So using being that is straight off wrong. Do not use being that when you want to say because. A lot of people have this misconception that being cannot be the first word of a sentence. That's, as I just said, a misconception. You can very well start a sentence with the word because. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's because of this misconception that people start substituting being that or other words in the place of because. Because can be the first word of a sentence. Absolutely no problem. Being that is actually the incorrect construction. So let's get that out of the way. Alright, what are we left with? We are left with the placement of with much fanfare. With much fanfare is next to the word wedding in B, next to the word reported in D and E. So modifier, where do I place it? Who or what is being done with much fanfare? The wedding is not done with much fanfare. The reporting is being done because he's a popular actor. That's what we're trying to say. Because he's popular, everyone wants to give his wedding that attention. So the reporting is being done with fanfare. This makes sense, but this placement of with much fanfare next to the wedding does not make any sense whatsoever. Which means you can go ahead and eliminate B. The modifier has to be next to the word it refers. That leaves you with D and E. What is the difference here? One difference is that you've said since, and that you've said because here. Another difference is has been reported and being reported. Let's understand D. Since Sanchez became a popular actor, his wedding has been reported with much fanfare by the tabloids. Okay, here's the thing. When we speak, we use since and because synonymously. When we want to give a cause-effect relationship, we use either of the two constructions. But since can also be used to indicate a time relationship. When you want to say from then, since yesterday. So from yesterday is the meaning that you want to convey. You use since as well. So this particular construction becomes ambiguous. Are you trying to say that because he is a popular actor, his wedding is being reported by the tabloids? Or are you trying to say since Sanchez became a popular actor, so from the time he became a popular actor, his wedding has been reported from then till now, continuously his wedding is being reported by the tabloids, is a particular possible meaning with this construction as well. So this option does not make any sense. It sounds as if he's been getting married since the time he became a popular actor, and the tabloids have also had nothing else to talk about from the time he became popular till now. So it ends up looking like you're giving a timeline. D is not the answer. The right answer would be E. You won't use being here because you're trying to say because. But right now his wedding is getting reported. This is a temporary event. As soon as his wedding is done, the reporting is going to stop as well. So you're using a being here. So the sentence started off with having two being in the original construction, one of which was rightly used, the other was incorrectly used. Being per se is not always wrong. It's all about how you use it. In this sentence, final analysis, E is your answer.